Alright, here we go. I am just setting up this Genesis network community on Skool. I came to it with the. I came to it first last year, just checking it out. I think when it first started getting really promoted on the channels that I was on, uh, it was interesting to me, and I did like the free trial just to understand what it was, uh, and then and it's only $99 a month, um, but I didn't intend to really put anything into it, so it would just be a recurring $99 a month fee that I'd be getting for something I knew I wasn't putting into. So then, um, fast forward to life, and now I've decided to take the next iteration of uh, where I'm doing a lot of communication on Discord and wanted to, and still learning how to use that as a platform to share information easily and as accessibly as possible, whether that be through ease of use or through cost of use. So Discord has been working well, still learning how to do it. Then in that iteration of it, we're at a point where we have the potential to be at least make $100 to cover the cost of um, the the cost of running Skool. So we can integrate this. And my idea is that we can integrate Skool into our business model, um, and it fits into a couple of business models. It fits into the Genesis materials portion of it, and it also fits into the Mandala Sun portion of it, and it also fits into the foundations of martial arts portion of it. So and to the Warrior X portion of it, the music portion of it. So there's it fits. Skool fits uh, into a pathway of consolidating multiple projects. Let's say I think it'll fit. This is what we're doing here. So that's just to introduce how we got here over the course of however long it took for me to learn about Skool and then come back and actually use it. So, in that time between me using it before or playing with it before and now signing up for it and like actually setting things up, um, everything looks about the same, which is nice. I'm not saying that it is the same function wise or anything. I'd have to look into the community. Fine. If it is, I think I mean, that's fine. It seems to be a strong enough community, and we'll see what happens with it. Just signed up a couple of days ago, so but after setting everything up, here's where it starts making sense for marketing and what my goals are with it, I suppose. So this discovery section, so I've got Genesis Network open on discovery, and I'm just checking. Yes, we're in discovery. We're in the self improvement category. That's fine. That works. And we're ranked whatever. So this is the first metric I can think of that I'm gonna want to um, improve. That's the first metric I have. I could go with the money metric too, um, but I think the way that I'm planning on pricing my things, the money's not going to be the important first part. Right now, really, the important first part is just that recognition, that getting my name out there or getting this community's name out there, uh, and so the ranking, I guess I'd want to increase so that I can increase the amount of name that I get in there. So my first metric. I want to get up to top 1,000. Let's say that I will say that's my first goal. I want to get into top 1,000. So showing and discovery groups need a minimum threshold of members. Yeah, so I'm just showing discovery rate. That's right. Member growth, engagement, and retention. So if you consistently grow your group, get members to engage, and keep them coming back, your rank will increase. So that's going to be what I need to do, is consistently grow your group, get members to engage, and keep them coming back. So I have a couple things that I'm putting in place, or I have put in place, that I think will encourage that. Um, so we'll check those out. And boosts and penalties. To prevent people from gaming the system, we have a human in the loop to manually review rankings and apply boosts and penalties. All right, and that's good, because I mean, there's nothing that I'm doing that will, you know, be a bot or a fake account, spam, or low quality engagement. Low quality artwork. I mean, that's subjective. Come on, low quality. Um, payments platform. No, yeah, yep, we're fine. Bad customer support, inactive owner. And okay, so we'll focus on our high quality artwork. My point of view is, it's subjective. So what I think is pretty good, you might not find. But does it make it low quality? I don't know. Interesting niche. Um, I mean, sure. Authentic human engagement. Yes, I'll have that. Active owner. Yes. So and there's a couple of things in place that we'll see that promote these things, and this really. And again, this is subjective, so whatever. Uh, the rules I wasn't so concerned about, but I think one of the things that I didn't like on it, and I see a lot of them, were the no self promotion, which I think is stupid. I think I understand the reason for not wanting to have it, because you don't want to turn people away with spam and stuff, but instead it just turns into people trying to trick the system into spamming you. So like I don't I don't have that, but I do have a tag in my community to say specifically for self promotion. So just self promote. I'll give you that venue to do that in. That's where I'm coming from on it. I don't know if it's gonna work out well. Maybe I'll go crazy. Who knows? Maybe there's somebody's already tried this and has walked away from it angrily already. But we'll see. My point is, I don't think that um, I don't think that saying don't do it and becoming a hunter of it, like putting people in a position where, well, I'm joining a network, and a lot of people, like, I join networks for self promotion. Why wouldn't I? Like, I'm networking. I want to promote myself to other people. So like, by joining, that self promotion, uh, if you want to think about it that way. But in any case, like, if we go ahead and just say, here, go ahead, you've got this pool of self promotion. I like to know who's promoting something, because maybe they're promoting something I want to be a part of or want to learn more about. Um, so yeah, self promotion. I took that out of the rules. Was like the reason I really went to town with, not went to town with rules, but put rules. And then I started, thinking about what what rules I'd want in place. So anyway, and this is where I talked about the self promotion. Here's that category right there. And then all the other categories, tabs didn't have anything. The calendar is something that I'm keeping on, and the classroom is something that I'm keeping on. Both of those go back to what we were talking about with um, the active engagement, or the engagement with the communities. Uh, Plugins, I'll get to those. There were a couple things that I noticed, but I haven't. What is this? That might come in handy, for example. But that's something to explore. Right now, I've got the basic stuff, and that's all I need. the pricing started off with free. I'm going with a $1 a month. So for me, that was the bare minimum for membership, and that gives access to whatever I put for the network courses, and we'll see how that's organized in a second. But for $1 a month or $8 a year, people can go ahead and pay, and I'll have that recurring membership. And as far as selling that goes, I think that's a question that I have as I set this up and move forward with this model. It's a matter of, okay, well, who is going to buy this? I have an idea in my head of the markets that this will fill up with, and how to go about it. Uh, and that will be to bring people in, right? To say, check this out. I'm doing something, and I'd like to get something in return for it. So I think $1 a month to the targeted markets will be appropriate. Then I was playing around with this. I'm not really playing around with it. Eventually, there will be a price change, and not to this network, I don't think. Or it will be, or it will be a price change. It will increase this to, yeah. That's how I have it in my head. We're going from $1 a month to $100 a month at some point in time, and then we will redo this process. So it will be a different network of a different series of products. Like Genesis Network is very much a empowerment, community empowerment. Empowerment is the thing. So there are different things that fall into that category. But let's say I wanted to do a network of video game um, related things, video game development. Let's just say. So I could have I could have another network which wouldn't include necessarily the martial arts stuff that's in this course, let's say, but I would include, let's say, a course or a community about Unity. And I would include something, resources, like I've got resources set up on this one. I would set those up more towards, learning materials such as coding with AI, or with hex codes, and a bunch of other stuff that would be interesting to that community. So I would start that though with the $1 a month or $8 a year, and then eventually I would, once I got to a predefined measurement, predefined goal of, maybe I've got 100 members. I don't know. Whatever that is, then I make the switch, and then we can do it again. So that's the game plan. We'll see what happens. This payout based on funny funnies funds, with memberships and all that stuff. And this is just the cover stuff. I can change that from private to public. But I'm going to keep this private. It's the exclusivity of it. And here's the invite. I've changed a few things on this. So my original invites, like I updated the structure. Like I had an original idea, but of how I was gonna keep this model, and then overnight I had some thoughts, and this brings us back to just the beginning here. So again, I mean, it's been 2 days or so, and this sign up is from somebody who I know, which is cool. And discovery, that's all set up. That's where we started. Metrics didn't go this way. Yeah, so here we go. I started on February 12th. And today is, actually, so it hasn't been 2 days. It's been far more than 2 days. more like 2 weeks, but I haven't like put too much into it. In any case, it's early. March is here, and this is where I'm running it from, and billing is just yeah. Um, Affiliate link, which I haven't used yet, and that'll be part of the whole marketing thing. Boom, here we go. So that's it. I guess that's the setup. Let's talk a little bit about the structure that I'm working with here. So this is I need to update this since I changed it. What I need to do is okay. There we go. Take this information and cut that out. Let's see if I can't. I don't think the emoji. Oh, they do. Yes. So the notepad, like the new notepad, copies in like the hex code and stuff, so you can get the emojis, which is awesome now. And it. So what the other thing I love about Notepad is that it keeps tabs open. So most of these I don't save. Sometimes I do if it's really important, but most of them I don't save, and I could close these. But if I close them, then I'll lose them forever. And I'm sure there's a way to get them out, maybe, but um, in any case, uh, I can go back and if especially if I'm working on something for a few days, rather than uh, it's like having scrap paper on your desk, on your literal desktop. Anyway, that's enough about Notepad. So I want to take that out, and I want to remove these things because this is my about page, which originally the whole thing was Foundations of Martial Arts. Then I was making a course, but then I realized that the course I made was like the first part of the course, and for a reason I was going to break it down that way. But I think that um, this is a better gateway. This community I'm going to use will be more of a gateway into a broader course, and I can make another community, for the foundations of martial arts. That's fuller. I can bring it up to whatever level I feel comfortable with. That the effort that I'm putting into it is bringing in memberships and stuff, and so producing value for people. As long as that's happening, then I can do that. And then once it gets up to a point that I decide, and I'll make that decision to say, probably what makes sense is if I get enough memberships that I can pay for this Genesis Network membership and pay for one of um, the mini courses I have that I'm keeping up with, which of those mini courses is doing the best, or that I'm I'm enjoying teaching the most, that I feel like I want to put more effort into, and then I can take the $99 that I'm getting from this, invest that into a different course for that. The other thing I can work with here is not all of these courses are ones that I'm necessarily going to continue to develop as or have responsibility for. Um, so if we think of affiliates in terms of what affiliates are, they're people promoting your products. It's networking. That's what this is. The idea is Genesis Network. All of these that are up here now, with the well, no, all of these that are up here now are courses and sub communities that I'm looking to develop, and so that those will be developed based on what I just described a couple minutes ago. Um, but there will be other communities or other people who want to um, create a community, who are watching this video, and because they're they're interested in Skool. They're understanding. Oh, I've seen this thing on my feed, and I heard about this guy, and it looks like Google, so it's got to be safe. And and this gives an opportunity for that person to say, "Hey, I've got this community idea. I got this course idea. Can you help me put something together? We can put a little light version. I can help you work on that, you know, and get as we get traction on that, we learn how that course is going to get made, and then get enough money to to move your course into an actual community, from Genesis Network into a community of its own. You'll still have that course set up on the Genesis Network, so that's your introduction basically, and that can, help build your community. You're not going to lose your original community because they'll still be part of that Genesis Network, and you when people come to see other things, they'll see yours as well. But you'll have your your revenue coming in that'll support your membership, your position. Consider it in the internet landscape of your land. Your parcel of land is going to cost you X amount, and you can get X amount from this network for uh, only joining for $1 a month, right? So um, that's the idea of this. So I've gone ahead and gotten rid of those things, but I gotta re-update that stuff soon. Let's try to do that right away, actually, because that's part of the discovery. Remember, so and I don't want to leave my about page empty too long. Um, about I suppose Genesis excuse me, Genesis Network is going to be the title, so I don't need to change that. This I do need to change, um, and I've got it pasted already. Um, there we go. That sounds really confusing, but ChatGPT can handle it. There we go. We'll see how this comes out. I like it. Great. So now let's get an image here. Oh, actually, I want a video. Let's see. I don't really have a. I think use a YouTube video. And I probably have something. Let's have fun. That's not what I wanted. What am I doing? What am I doing? Guy. Alright. Just it's right here. What do I want to put up there? What do I got for playlists? I could put one of the old ads up. Ooh, I'm getting stressed out thinking about this. I really am. Like I'm getting like heartburn, like that. I'm having a physical reaction. I don't enjoy this part of the process. But here we are. Okay. Pick a video. Pick any video. It doesn't matter. We'll go with one of the. Oh, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll go with $1 Million Fist because I like that message. That's what I'm ultimately getting towards. Um, and they're somewhat shorter, maybe. No, they're not. They're longer. Where can I start? Finding education. What are you doing with this? Oh, this is me kind of building it out. Okay. Oops. The community business will provide employment opportunities for members of the community. The product design segment has the following positions: entry-level positions, design assistant. That's not what I wanted. Try this one more time. Maybe I put the Monster Squad review up because that's a pretty great one. Why not? Let's share the Monster Squad. Share. Copy. Post this to Facebook too while we're here. Why not? A little reminder of how great things are. There. And that'll be it for right now. Call it good and move on to other things in the day.